my philosophy has always been, and I talk to this in clinic, I talk to this when I'm coaching people, that take the first action because you'll get some information out of it. And with that information, you can make the next decision. So it's kind of like sailing, right? You're tacking the whole time. You're never going in a straight line. It's like this zigzag.
Yeah. So, flexibility. You've got, don't lock it in.
No. And
I've been a big believer in, and I've done it naturally all my life without even thinking about it. I dream the end result and the rest takes care of itself. And I don't even think about that. I just know what I want to do sometime. Oh, that's a good idea, because I'm always full of good ideas and always good. And you dream what you literally dream without even thinking about it. And I do it on my bike because I'm a cyclist, as you know. And I spend time on my bike, and unfortunately, sometimes I can't remember the road that I've gone past, because you think should admit that on here, but anyway.
No.
And it gives you that space to think, or walking on the beach, and you just think without thinking the end result, and the rest takes care of itself to a point, of course.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, you've got to put in the effort. You've got to make sensible decisions, but it's the action that gets you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have belief, and it's nice to have, this idea of the law of attraction. It only works so much if you're not working.
Yeah, of course.
And so, but I the idea of, I've been talking to a lot of friends, and the concept kind of moves more towards this, self-help, the sort of the snake oil side of self-help, where people are talking about manifesting.
Yeah.
And I can see how that can rub people the wrong way. However, there is some, I don't know what it is, call it magic, that comes out of making a decision about a direction you want to go in.
Yeah.
And like you said, having a dream about what that looks like.
Yeah.
And then almost pulling that into you rather than forcing yourself towards it.
Yeah.
And what I have found, like, to put that in a more, maybe a more scientific kind of framework, is that when you become clear on what it is you want and to some extent how you want to get there, then it all starts to fall into place. When you're stuck being confused about maybe who you are, what you're about, what you can offer, where you want to go, then you start chasing, like the puppy would be doing, chasing your own tail.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically overthinking it.
Yes.
And worrying about the things you've got to do to get there. Like, don't worry about them, just do them. It does. Like I said, I left Bali and just booked a flight ticket, booked an apartment. And then I spent the next 12 months working out how I'm going to make it work. But yeah, I generally, how I live life, I take action first and then work it out later. That's how I got my first conference. Someone asked me way back then when I had a travel agency if I wanted to quote on a conference. I said yes. Done this presentation to the board of the Caltex National Distributors Association in Sydney, with a little man from, little bloke from Bega going up and presenting to their boardroom. Done this big presentation about how I could do their conference and how wonderful it'll be. And they gave me the gig, so I had to go and work out how to do it. I had no idea, absolutely no idea. And the rest is history. I had them for the next 15 years, doing events all around the world.
Wow.
Just because I said yes and worked it out later. I literally had never run a conference, had no idea how to run a conference. I had a travel agency that qualified me for sure. But yeah, just said yes and worked it out.
Yeah.
And it's been extraordinary. It was the making of a really very, very successful business that allowed me then to run that business from the French Alps for 3 months every year.